Yeah, hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, so once again, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance Demo Session. Myself, Anusha. I am a finance and supply chain management trainer. So this is purely for finance demo. So let's talk about the what is the agenda for today's discussion. Okay, so in the today's demo session, we are going to learn about we are going to understand what is ERP product, what is ERP, what are the different characteristics of an ERP, and what is the Dynamics Finance, right? So first of all, if you wanted to know Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations, you should know history, right? From where it has arrived. So whether Microsoft Dynamics is an individual product or it is linked with the any other particular application or something, that is what we are going to learn in the ERP characteristics and all, and the overview of the dynamics. Then, what are the different project types and project phases we are having in the Microsoft Dynamics? Then, what are the career opportunities for the Microsoft Dynamics? If you wanted to become a finance consultant, what are the key skills are required? So if I wanted to become something, what should I learn, right? So especially regarding Microsoft Dynamics Finance, if you wanted to become a finance person, then what are the different things you need to focus also we are going to discuss today. The what is the extra content, like course content is important, right? So if you wanted to learn the finance, what are the different areas we should learn it and all? So that is what I'm going to discuss in the today's agenda. Hope the agenda is clear to everyone. So before I start the session, so if you have any doubts, maybe you can ask me in between the session, or you can wait until the session completes. So end of the session also you can ask the discussion, because in the end of the session I will be giving some 5 to 10 minutes of time for the queries. So if you have any queries related to the Microsoft Dynamics related or something related to the today's topic and all, we can discuss in the end of the session also, or you can stop me in between. Okay, so whatever is comfortable for you, you can just do that. Yeah, fine, right? So we can start the session, right? Anything, any doubts now? Okay, fine, we'll start the session. So first of all, let us talk about ERP. What is the introduction to ERP? So why are we talking about the ERP? You will understand very soon. ERP, why we are talking? Because our Microsoft Dynamics 365 product is an ERP product. So it is a ERP product. So that is where we should know what is ERP. In future, whenever we get into the job, so people will ask you, what is Microsoft Dynamics? You can say Microsoft Dynamics is a ERP product and it is a cloud based environment, something you are saying, right? When you are trying to say like that, so definitely they will ask you, what is ERP? So that is where we are just focusing on the some time on the ERP. So ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning. Okay, so what is the use of ERP? When I say enterprise, enterprise is nothing but it is an organization, or you can call it as a company. Resources is nothing but it is a, in a companies you will have a people. People is a resource, right? Manpower is a resource, money is a resource, missionary is a resource. Okay, in every organizations you will have a people, you will have a missionary, you will have a money. How to utilize these resources is a planning, right? Yes. So enterprise resource planning is nothing but in any organization, how to utilize the resources in a proper way, that is called as a ERP. Uh, which helps to define how to utilize the resources. Today, I have 10 people. how to utilize them, how to provide a salaries to them. So, am I giving salaries equally? No. So, based on your utilization, I will give a salary, right? Today, one person worked for 7 hours. I will only give 7 hours pay. There is a one more person worked for 8 hours. I will give 8 hours salary. So that is the planning. How you are utilizing your resources is a planning. So that is very important. So let me tell you one small example so that you will get a more clarity what is the importance of ERP. In a olden days, okay, almost in a 1970s and all, there were organizations, right? There were so many businesses, right? But there was no ERP product at all. There was no ERP at all. Okay, no software at all. No ERP software. There are some softwares, but not a ERP software. So when there was no ERP software, what they used to do, the organization, they have a purchase department who purchase the products and all. Okay, so they used to maintain the purchase software. Okay, so there is another department called as a sales department. So the sales department used to maintain the sales software. So like every department have a their own individual softwares which is not having any connection between the softwares. Purchase software is working independently, sales software is working independently, finance software is working independently, like that. So for the organization, the cost is very huge, right? Because you have to maintain the multiple softwares. That is the first problem. You have to maintain the multiple softwares, the cost is increasing, and there is no integrity between all the softwares. Okay, for example, if I wanted to, as a sales department, I wanted to have a purchase related information. So what should I do? I should go to purchase department and I should request them to give a report or something. So then they will be giving it. It might be longer time also. They may take longer time to give a information also. So there is lot of coordination issues also. If you are not having any proper connection with the other people, they will not give you the result very quickly, right? So these are the lot of issues are happening. So whenever the customer comes into the organization, if you wanted to buy some product, sales department immediately take a amount from the customer, and they will place a sales order, and finally when they go to warehouse and all, they are having a shortfall of the product. In that cases, the customer will get so much of irritation, right? Because you have already taken the money, but you have not able to deliver the product because you don't have a stock. If you don't have a stock, why should have taken an order? These kind of issues, lot of issues has been arrived in our olden days. To overcome this issue, they have introduced one of the product called as a ERP product, enterprise resource planning product. One application will be sufficient to manage the purchase data, to manage the sales data, to manage the finance data, to manage the reports, everything. You need a single software. You don't need to maintain the multiple softwares. Single software, multiple logins. Anybody can log into the ERP. Like in our organization, I have 10 employees. For all the 10 employees, I can give a credentials. They can log in easily, right? So with this ERP product, single software, there is an integration between all the modules, purchase module, sales module, finance module, reports module, and all. Yes, it's so easy to integrate also, right? So single software integration is possible. And if you wanted to avoid the duplicate information, for example, yesterday my colleague has created one record, Anusha record. So today, if I'm trying to create a same record, system should have a capacity to identify it is a duplicate data and it has to avoid it, right? So that is possible. So in the ERP, the duplication is possible. If like duplication can be deleted, so if any duplicate record is there, system immediately it will stop you. So all these are the benefits of ERP. So characteristics, that's what I'm saying. System integration is available, and whenever you update the data, immediately it is updating in every system. So that is called as a real time data upgrade, and the data is storing in the single software. Earlier, purchase data is storing in the purchase software, sales data is storing in the sales software, and it was very difficult to gather the information from different softwares, right? But here the information is centralized information management system. People will call it as a CIMS. Okay, IMS or CIMS also. That nothing but centralized information management system, where your data is centralized in the single software. If you wanted to generate any information, within seconds we can get the data. So that is a benefit, very good benefit of ERP. And consistent user experience. See, everything is working fine, but if you're not able to understand the application functionality, okay, somebody should access the application, right? If I am not so comfortable to use the application, will I be able to access the application properly? I will definitely get a bored. Maybe after 1 year I may quit the application also, right? So that is not a problem with the ERP. In a ERP, it's a consistent user experience. Users are very familiar with the things. So if you, even if you are learning first time, you will be very comfortable to understand the terminologies, to understand the functionality of the application. So consistent, there is a very good consistent in the user experience. So these are the very good characteristics of an ERP. Basis on these many characteristics, there are so many ERP products are available. There is no one ERP product. 1,000+ ERP products are available by using these are the characteristics. Every ERP will have these are the characteristics. Okay, so how many ERP products are available in the market? As I mentioned, 1,000+, right? So we will not be able to list down all the 1,000 ERP products here. Maybe if you are very much interested, you can just search it in the internet, and you just search it in the internet by saying that what are the ERP products? Provide me the list of ERP products. So you will get a big list. So out of that, the very famous ERP products I have listed here. One is SAP, Oracle. In the Oracle also there are 2 to 3 different products are there. Oracle Fusion is a one of the ERP product. Oracle PeopleSoft is another product, and Microsoft. In a Microsoft also we have multiple ERP products. Not only Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operations, there is a Microsoft Dynamics Navision. You might see nowadays Microsoft Dynamics Business Central, Tally, Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operations. Okay, all these are the ERP products only. Okay, so that is about intro about ERP and characteristics of an ERP, and what are the different ERP products we have seen. Now we are exactly into Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. There are so many ERP products. SAP is there, Oracle is there, Navision is there, D365 Finance and Operations is there. Why are we choosing finance and operations? Why are we choosing Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations for our career growth? Career growth or career starting. Some people are migrating from different technology to D365, or some people are directly starting their career with the Microsoft Dynamics. what is the reason behind this? Why are we choosing this particular ERP product? Why Microsoft Dynamics? Any idea, guys? Why are we choosing? Why you guys are choose Microsoft Dynamics? Any idea? One reason. One reason to choose Microsoft Dynamics. The main reason is this application. Okay, this Microsoft Dynamics application is a user friendly. Agree or not? Maybe you may not be agreeing. Why? Because you are the beginners, right? So you don't have how you don't know how the application looks like and all. Fine. It's a one of the user friendly application in all the ERP products. To be frank, there are, as I mentioned, 1,000 ERP products, right? Out of that, Microsoft Dynamics is having a very good features where it has a user friendly, means anybody can learn this application. You no need to have a finance background, you no need to have an accounting idea. Okay, so finance background, accounting basics, nothing. Even if you don't know, you can still learn the Microsoft Dynamics application. I have seen many people who are migrating from BTech computers background to Dynamics. Computers background is something different, and Dynamics is a finance application, right? It is a financial services, right? So computers of finance, they are migrating, and they are becoming a very good into finance, very good at Microsoft Dynamics, and they're having a 4 to 5 years experience, and they are becoming a solution architect also, some people. So your study background doesn't matter at all. That's the reason people are migrating. So even if you are not having a accounting, finance or a related idea, still we can learn the Microsoft Dynamics finance application, which is a user friendly. Anybody can learn the application very quickly. That's the first benefit. The second one, it has a lot of features. In the market, in the global, we have so many type of businesses, right? We have a hospitalities, we have a manufacturing, we have a different kind of service based organizations and all. So many different businesses are running in the market, right? To facilitate every business, Microsoft has designed a different kind of solutions. If you wanted to use a Microsoft Dynamics product into hospital sector, yes, of course we can use it. Hospital related functionalities are integrated within the application, it is available. If you are working in the manufacturing, yes, in the manufacturing sector you can use it. In the service based sector you can use it. In the advertising sector you can use it. In a different sectors we can use the application. So that means in every any kind of business can use the Microsoft Dynamics application. So that is the second important thing, which has a lot of features. The third one, country specific functionalities also inbuilt in the Microsoft Dynamics. If you are working in India, India GST, India withholding tax, taxation specific features, especially for India, has been designed. If you are working in UK, UK special taxation is there. If you are working for Australia country, Australia GST is inbuilt available in the Microsoft Dynamics. So inbuilt country specific solutions also available in the Microsoft Dynamics. So that is where more opportunities for this particular product. And in the market also, we have lot of opportunities for a Microsoft Dynamics. And if you see from past 2 to 3 years, what are the best ERP products in the market? If you see like that, it's earlier it was in top 10, later it was in top 5, now it is in a first or second place the Microsoft Dynamics has. So more businesses are attracting towards the Microsoft Dynamics application. The main reason is user friendly. A lot of features are available. It's a cloud based environment, and Microsoft is the owner of this product. Whenever you get any kind of issues, Microsoft is giving a very good support. Okay, if you raise a support ticket with Microsoft, immediately they are coming into the picture and they are resolving the issues. So that is where it become very famous. And in a foreign, in a global countries, like most of the businesses are migrating from different ERPs to D365. There are a lot of implementation opportunities are available in the globally. Okay, so very good opportunities are there. We have to utilize those opportunities to grab the chances, right? Yes. So now let's talk about, now we understood, right? What is the reason to choose this application, this particular product? Yes. So now the history. So however, once we start our training sessions, we are going to discuss in detail about each and everything. But if you start understanding the history, it started in 1998. Microsoft Dynamics product started in 1998, but actually it was not started by Microsoft company. Okay, it was started by IBM and Danish Damgard company. These are the two companies. Okay, they have introduced a product and they kept the name as a Accepta. The product name was a Accepta in 1998. After that, in 2000 year, this particular Danish company merged with the Navision company. There was a company called as a, we very frequently see this information, right? So and so company was acquired by so and so company. So and so company was merged with so and so company. The acquisitions, mergings is a very common terminologies in the business. Okay, maybe you might see the news, business news, you will understand these terminologies. Merging is nothing but mixed. Two companies become one company. Okay, so that is the thing. So Damgard company merged with Navision, then Navision company is one of the final company, and the product also with the Navision. In 2002, Navision company was acquired by Microsoft. So finally, Microsoft has acquired a Navision company, and this product also acquired by Microsoft only. So when Microsoft acquired in 2002, the version, the product name was Acceptor 3.0. That is the product name in 2002 year. From there, they started adding a new functionalities into the application. So they are modifying the application slowly. Okay, whenever they modify the application and install the new functionalities and all, they used to release a new version, that is called as a versions. See, I will give you small example. Initially we were using keypad mobiles, right? Almost landline mobiles. We were using a landline mobiles almost in 2000 year and all. Later we have a keypad mobiles. So where you have some keys, red button, green button and all. So later the technology was improving and you got a touch mobiles. In the touch screen mobiles also you have a different kind of models, right? So Redmi, first you got a Redmi 4, Redmi 6, Redmi 6 Pro, Redmi 9, Redmi 10. What is this different models in the mobile? In every model you are having a new functionality, right? Maybe the camera improvement or any speed related or the memory related, etc., etc., you are having it, right? So that is where the companies are releasing a new models on monthly basis or yearly ones, they are releasing a new models. Similarly, in the Microsoft Dynamics also, whenever they introduce a very big functionality and all, they used to release the new versions. So and they are changing the name also. In 2006 they have released a new things, and that is a Accepta 4.0. They used to call it as a Accepta 4.0. Then in 2008 year they have again released a new feature, new version. Then that is called as a acceptor 2009 version. So in 2011 they have introduced another version, AX 2012 R1. In AX 2012 only they have released R2, and to AX 2012 only they have released R3. So in 2016 everybody is migrating to cloud based environment. Since then Microsoft also decided to migrate to cloud, and they released a new completely new interface and new things and all, that is a acceptor 7. But they were not so happy with the name. They changed the name to D365 finance and operations in a 2017. Actually we got a cloud based environment in 2016 only, but the name was acceptor 7. But later they changed to D365 finance and operation. The name was changed in 2017. Okay, so from there again the finance and operations is nothing but finance, supply chain management, it includes everything, right? So some clients are not happy because they don't want to use the operation. Sometimes they don't want to use a finance application, so they want a individual product. So that's where Microsoft decided to sell the individual products also, not only finance and operation, the combined product also they can sell it, or they are having a individual. If you want only finance software, you can take the finance. If you want only SCM software, you can take a only SCM software. So like that they have introduced in 2020. But actually content is same, they're just segregated as a finance and SCM. So finance and operations and finance and SCM all are same only, but just they have segregated the software because of the licensing issues and all. Okay, so this is the history of the Microsoft Dynamics. Okay, whenever we get an opportunity, our career will start, right? So what are the different projects we will be having in a real time? One is the implementation project, support project, upgrade project. These are the three project types you will be having. Anybody, okay, whoever is joining, they have to get into any of the project type like here. Okay, either it is implementation or support, that you can't decide it whether you are going to join in a implementation or you are going to join in a support. You can't predict it. Why? Because it's not in your hands, right? They will hire you, and wherever there is a vacancy they will place you. Either you will be placing into implementation, or you will be placing into support project, or you will be placing into upgrade project, depends upon the opportunity. What do you mean by implementation? At least let's try to understand in a single word, right? Implementation is nothing but, if the business is started newly and they wanted to implement dynamics, then that is called as an implementation project. Or the business is migrating from different software like SAP to D365. They are using Oracle earlier and they wanted to upgrade to D365, or they are migrating from Tally to D365. That is also called as a implementation, because you are going to do everything from the scratch, right? So that is where it is a implementation. From the beginning, step by step, you have to build it. That is implementation. Regarding implementation, what are the different stages, everything we'll discuss in detail once the training session starts. Now I just gave a introduction what is implementation. What about support? Support is nothing but, it is already started, somebody has already implemented, we are just trying to help them whenever they get a issues. So maybe purchase order is having some issues, sales order is having some issues, like that support related issues if you are having, that we will be supporting it. Upgrade. Upgrade is nothing but, just now we understood about the history, right? These are the lower versions, right? X 4.0, 3.0, 2009, 2012, all are lower versions. from the lower version to higher version. So currently in the market, Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operations 10.0.41 is the highest version. If you wanted to upgrade from lower to higher, that is called as a upgrade project. Some people will call it as an enhancement project, some people will call it as upgrade project. So that also will take minimum 6 to 8 months. Implementation projects will take 1.5 to 2 years duration. Support project depends upon the company, whether it is a lifetime support or 2 years support and all. Upgrade projects will take 6 to 8 months of time minimum. Okay. Okay, so just now we spoke about project types, right? These are the different project types we are having. If you talk about a implementation, in the implementation, you are having these are the phases. In the implementation project, first we need to analyze. Analysis means you need to analyze the business requirements, what exactly the business is asking, so and what exactly they are doing currently. All these things we need to analyze it. Once your analyzing is done, you need to design it. Yes, my client is asking so and so things he is asking. Okay, I will give you very near example for you to understand. There is a construction company, they are constructing the houses. Okay, so houses are common, 20 houses they constructed, that is common for everyone. 2 bhk 3 bhk, it is common, there is no change at all, that's a ready made product. The second thing is, within the house, the interior designing is depends upon the customer requirement, right? So you are expecting something. Yeah, okay. So your budget is 20 lakhs. Then they will show you some kind of designs, and if you want any modifications, that will be calling it as a customization, etc., etc., right? So that is called as a design and developer. Okay, whatever you want, you are expecting, that is they are going to designing. If something is going to add extra, okay, if some modifications are required, that is called as a developing, so that is called as a customization. So this is a very very important phase. Designing and developing is very important phase. Okay, once the design development is done, what is the next stage? Whether it is working correctly or not. See, I have fixed the cupboard, I just need to test it, right? Whether I'm able to open the cupboard or not. If I'm not able to open, then my design is wrong. I have to change my design. Same thing here also. You have to test all the functionalities whether it is working correctly or not. Yes, once it is working correctly, then you have to deploy into production environment where you can give access to the client. Yes sir, everything is ready, please use it. That is a deploying. And operate is nothing but start using a product, that is a operator. So these are the different project phases we will be having in a implementation project. The deep discussion will be happening in the once the training session starts. Okay. Okay, now I learned Microsoft Dynamics. Just an example. We learned, I have spent nearly 3 months of time, and I have learned the application. So, what are the different roles I will be having? For which role I should apply for the position? You have majorly four different roles you will be finding it. First role is a functional consultant. If you are having less than 7 years experience, 0 to 7 years experience, people will be placing into the functional consultant role, where you will be uh, configuring the applications, where you will talk with the client, gather the requirements, prepare the solution documents, prepare the business documents, etc., etc. That is a functional consultant job. So this is a functional consultant. Business analyst, you may get an opportunity in the directly in the client side also. See, in a real time we have a product based companies, service based companies, right? What do you mean by that? Service based is nothing but they will be placing into one of the uh, they will be placing you join into some example TCS company. They don't have any direct projects, right? They will be placing into one of the client side project. So that is a service based. When I say product based, you are directly joining into the client place only, where you are going to implement the product for the client usage only. So that is a client product based. So business analyst is nothing but whenever you get an opportunity in the client based projects, that is directly into client environment, that is a business analyst role they will give, where you need to analyze more business related issues and you need to provide a solutions and all. Or test consultant, nowadays we see so many so many functional team only they are becoming as a test consultants, where you will do the testing, completely testing, nothing else, no configuration, nothing. You will only test whether it is working correctly or not. Somebody will do the implementation, but our responsibility to you is to test it. That is a test consultant role. The next one, project management. What is a project management? Project management is nothing but if you're having a more access uh, on the application, on the subject related, on the project related, then we can become a project manager. Okay, so that is a project management role. These are the major roles, but initially you whenever we are joining to the projects, right? So either a test consultant or the functional consultant is a roles you will be getting. Once your experience is increasing, then you will be getting a business analyst and the project manager roles and all. Okay, yes. Okay, we learned so many things. Now if I wanted to become a functional consultant, yes, I decided to become a finance functional consultant. What is the best way? You have to learn, you have to learn the tools. What do you mean by tools? Tools is nothing but finance and operations, dynamics finance and operations application you have to learn. That is must. Without learning the application you can't get an opportunity, you can't become a finance consultant. You have to learn the application functionalities, you have to learn each and every topic of the finance areas, then only you can become a finance consultant. That is the first tool. The second tool, you should learn Microsoft Office, how to prepare a PPT, how to prepare a Word document, how to use Excel. Basic things. I'm not asking you to become extraordinary, but that is also very basic thing in our day-to-day life. We will be using a Microsoft Office. Okay, so that is a second tool. Third tool, how to use a Microsoft Outlook. Outlook is nothing but it's a email exchanging, right? So that is also required. How to use a Microsoft Teams, that is also one of the tool, right? You have to learn how to call the people, how to message the people, so that is also we should learn. Okay, so then what else? I think these are the basic tools we have to focus. The first important Microsoft Dynamics finance and operations application we should learn, that is a important. Second one, customer focus. You should be able to face the customer, because in real time we will be talking with the client very frequently to understand their problems, to understand their requirements, to help them, right? So you should be able to focus on the customer. So how to talk with them, how to identify the issue, how to fix the solution, all these things. Communication is important. Business communication and documentation skills also required, because we will be preparing some kind of documentations and all. So we should have some kind of skills. Of course, once you start learning the application, once you learn the application, these things will come automatically, but the communication is very much important. The next one, thinking skills are very much important. Business analytics, whenever we get some issue, why we got this issue, how to provide a solution. There might be two to three different solutions will be there. So which solution are we giving? All this thinking is very much important. Okay, see, if you wanted to become a success person, you need a thinking capacity, right? So we have to think a lot. So why my customer is asking like this, so how can I give a solution? There is no direct solution in dynamics, so how should I customize it? How should I give a solution? That is a extraordinary things. So that kind of thinking is required. Next one, certifications. Certifications have kept it as a last point because it's not mandatory to have a certification to get an opportunity, but there are some organizations, they are expecting to have a certification. When they are doing an interview itself, they're asking, do you have a certification and all. So MB 310 is a finance certification. MB 300 was available earlier, but now we don't have MB 300. You can ignore it. MB 310 for finance, 320, 330 for a SCM and some other things. So, if you wanted to become a finance consultant, MB 310 certification is required. Once you learn the application, once you learn the concepts of application, then other things will come automatically. Okay, you can focus on the certification at last, not in the first priority. It's a last priority. For us, the first priority is the learning. Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operation learning is important. How should I learn? That's where we are having, right? So that's where you are attending the training sessions. You can take a training from anybody to learn the application, to learn the concepts, or you can learn on your own also. How? Microsoft documentation is there. Go to Microsoft documentations, take the topic wise and learn it. But that takes lot of time, right? Because you don't know where to start. Which topic is the first topic, which is the second topic, which is the third topic. You don't know the order, right? When you don't know the order, you have to take the guidance. See, in the initial phase, we have to take a guidance. Once you have learned the basic things and all, if you wanted to learn the advanced topics, you no need to take anybody guidance. You can easily follow the Microsoft documentation, or you can follow anybody. Some people will give some kind of short videos and all, right? Based on that we can learn the advanced topics. But when you're learning the basics, it's very important to take the guidance either from your friend, whoever is already working in the organization, or from any trainer or from any institute and all. We have to take the guidance, then only you can get easy smooth. The transition will be very smooth, right? If you're migrating from different technology to dynamics, the transition will be very hard initially if you feel. But if you take the correct approach, the transition will be very easy. Okay, so you have to learn, you have to take a training, or you have to learn on your own. Whatever is comfortable for you, you can follow it. So now, coming to the content. So far we discussed about history, introduction, how to become a consultant and all. Now, if you wanted to become a finance consultant, as a basic, okay, maybe 6 to 7, 5 years experience, 0 to 6 years experience, if you wanted to have it, you have to learn all these things. And to be frank, I'm giving a extra content like a budgeting, project management, accounting. At least I'm giving introduction. What is project management accounting? What is budgeting? What is the feature management? What is the data management? What is electronic reporting? All these are very advanced topics nowadays. Most of the people are expecting. So that's where I'm trying to give a idea on all these areas. Organization administration module. The general ledger module is a very basic module. Accounts payable, accounts receivable, cash and bank, fixed asset, taxation. So taxation also many people will not cover, but whereas I'm giving a taxation knowledge, India GST also I'm covering. India withholding tax also I'm covering as a additional benefit for you. Okay. Of course, if it is not required, you can ignore it, but I'm just covering those areas as well. So this is a overall course content we are going to have it. So the detailed topic wise I just mentioned here in the general ledger module, these are the areas I'm covering: main account, what is the chart of accounts, what is the calendar, what is intercompany, what is the year end activities. In accounts payable module, what are the different topics we are covering: P2P process, what is the P2P process and all, accounts receivable module, cash and bank. In every module, what are the areas I am covering? Even if I explain now, you will not understand. So these things we will take in detail in the training sessions. So these are the different topics we are covering. Okay.